Gamente melobo Uganda tino jolo pajo palatela padul adui ele Joseph Kony mano bero min ode kelo tino ne ibadege entebe wabikele man kimokene mapol iyup melo hange mochin.
At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long.
Anti-economy.
I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Gamente me Uganda ojolo pajo palatela padul adui LRA Joseph Kony guwa kilo Central African Republic. Kelor wakagankwan Cornerstone Secondary School mati ya Arua City bila komjemo palotino kwan.
When these students will also be sending back to parents, of course they will go. It is also another big challenge.
Kadong ludiromo akidun me judiciary guchero kuoktini nyim Public Accounts Committee mar moko chek melobo Uganda pichiling makore pegitini yangie bando durete wa chiling billion apawi dek.
Here you have areas of batteries in Mukono. Batteries.
Amor to alle afoyo rebe kwedwa yup milogange mocho inyetin ne chandek nenwe piare ya biche elmejo miario mwara alibere pirwa beach ania Sunday Akumu man Wan Luo television yup milogange mocho in. Gamente me Uganda tini ujolo pajo lupajo palatela padula du elare man Joseph Kony yup mauti me badeg entebe gengu pie chabi chilmi diwo kete kaka piar bichu ya bichi rupin mechi ya dektini ibadege entebe gengu aki lobo Central African Republic kamko berie kono medu chen pajo ilobo Uganda. Judith Achan dago pa konyo do kilotene adek man amu maisa ginki beti akiri mako belotena nyira kidong wode achele pop Kony ngan mo jolo begini badege ya beru minister pelwak maiko malo melobo Uganda man Dr. Kenneth Omona wanen kong report man kombiti iyup milogange mojwin. Lopajo pas Joseph Kony ko beru dano angwen Judith Achan ma beru daga mamege kelotina nyal nario amu maisa kidong beti akidi meru kiwode man pop Kony gengo oiba dek International Airport chawa abichel kidakia kapiar bichu beach mediwo meninde piru bichel medwe miario imane ninguti okidege makeloni Ethiopian Airlines. Ngat mojo lwegina yo beru minister pikop me kumalo me Uganda Dr. Kenneth Omona owar ben kachel ki minister pelo komkwanyo mudoke chinglo lwen kidong bene gwako ko padano ilobo Dira Congo man Fiubat Davira kidong Marian Moa mati dul ake dul me Parks Netherlands dulo pejen kom gameta mati konyo rocho ko padano machon go beru iching dul adu elare kedwake genten ilobo Uganda. Omona gwao joma ikor ka ojolo geni lepe pajo medugu chen ilobo Uganda. Achen go ber ka lokelu cholo ange kom ngoma utime polgi ko ber ke bunyo matek dok ben go ber gamo lokidok Dr. Omona ikar meno jolo kichen medugu pajo ilobo Uganda. Omona tigi karmen me foye matek President Faustin Achange Todera mentika tigi President Yoweri Museveni medwako chen lutino mako beru lumching adui elare medugu chen pajo ni hakilobo Central African Republic.
And they have also agreed that they can also return home with all their dependents.
Sisters and brothers here who are among the few of the former LRA that have returned home today, and I want to thank on the behalf of Uganda, thank the government of the Central African Republic, especially President His Excellency Faustin Twadera, the President of Central African Republic, who has worked with our president here to ensure that our children here who have been in LRA have returned home.
Eno wani mono pia mwaka bich mo karang'ech Uganda no wat mabe nyobene moch wat mabe kilobo Central African Republic dongo duoko chen anyuali Uganda gin 157 mago duoko loke chingamente dako nyur mir madugu chen pajo. Ikingi ubelo pajo pa Joseph Kony mapola ta iwange gena ngwen kar mo karang'ech bene wuoro dugu chen man Ali Kony. Omana do wani mon gamento kero chinge winye kidul makiluani mono Parks Netherlands mekwana joma kinongo ngech mekwano ti chinge dong bano timo kin mama romo lo kuma meki ikama kiberi ye Gulu City ni chake imwaka mao karonim.
They have been undergoing skills training to enable them to settle back in their communities and be able to lead their lives. And by May this year, we'll be passing them out. The Parks is also helping to give them startup kits so that when they get back home, they're able to manage their lives normally in their communities.
Gien ni gubu karo wonye teko kwano tiching mapapat magin guyero idremia beach imwaka man kiyub mawutime Igulu City. Mapat ke menu bene gubu no jeme chako kwoma megi kibod dulme Parks ikine bene kibu yubu ye ot pigin weko chako we dana. Minister owani mono Uganda itien kadier medjeme achele mwaka ni ene gokonyo ko mona bongwen kilotina pa madugo chen kiching dula dwi ilobo Central African Republic. Gembro tika meta mera kimi yuluo bolo tela padula dwi elare kidana mo kene magiti chingin me weko wakolwen dugo chen lobo Uganda karocho pajo kachel. Pelonge mo chwiny e Wan Luo television eji sejoba. Koko me otike nje mapol matike lo peo lo kompete dok pachi mapol Igulu City lo dero manan lo kom yot kongo wani mono peo mantike lo aduke ne malete yot kompaltiano matino mantike lo lok metuo ner mapol ikindano makibero ibade kila ipi division dano makibero division man go wani mono mantike lo tino mapol lo mpake kuoke yot kom dok dong bero don tata manen kong kibot Ismail Jacob Jones piyupman Wan Luo TV.
Ikin dana magubertie karme ka choke man. Ubere wegi komi LC1. Luak magi ake vot ka ber mapat mai Gulu City. Kilo dero maneno lokom yot kom. Mai kina ubere ye. Daktari mekin pajum. Dana mokene magen guberi ka choke man. Bene gu kati kineno megi. Ikom ngo magen kineno ni tika weko. Dana peki tika cham pore. Igulu City.
Mati ikip cham mambio ni cham mapat. Chia perro dan
wel chom di kan ti wo mala mande ma ke ne ko padang ma ti ke ru sian na ya ka wi ji mi ber ni sham kama
pe cham di kar muran na pe na ni yo ni men ka pore kan wo wil gen ma yo ka lo tong ba gen mu ma yo yo be cham ma tong ba en mu be ti ta no ni ari wa di lo ti ke tong ba so e no cái đông tiệm gì nổ cái bên nổ một trăm mấy cái quay trăm mấy cái quay
nó đang cái gì cái rồi ở nhà đang thì mà gò mà cái cua vô cũng ngán mà nọ nhiều mà tôi cua đi nữa nên một trăm nọ phải cũng đang
Kitung Chel Sharon Achan Latija Chel Mathieu Bodun me Action for Community Transformation Mathieu ba dege David Division wadene gitika tiki gay kwan mo kene mai Gulu City wergen gu chak fur pot dek Medla ko cham malotiano gen ki chamo ke gang kwan pol padano kono gitika kok matek tralni timmi ko mai at en ma wego dok at ka chel pe gitika chamo cham maramo
Malotiano fur ka gichoye ngo pote ka beti ko temye mutiano ko bet ka chamo moranga ke no pegi tika timu gemu pore yani polkalo ti amati bodeni due ter no ti gang pam yo ber due chen ka dungungan ti pia tagada de watawni ngo wachwal gay kwan pat
Geoffrey Laquonier mati community development officer me Gulu City o tierne menom pol pachamba ke chargi Gulu City ki gamo gi ke district ma warom.
Ara ngene ki ma wa 1.12 cham. Ara ma che kai na. Kama wangi rofu ye cham ko le oriti ye. Kida no ko. Yo ki ya bata na fan ye. Before pe ka ko pe. Ka ene ka no le districts mu ka ne ma ka no kama no 12 ye we. Ara ori chaka kan no kuya. 70%. Ma pe a connected to this we can neighboring districts, but here, Valigi, I Kampala, Mogu, Kampala, before, Kampala, very actually.
And wajune, man piane, Paul Pangom mai city man, Geru dong che yem. And to Geoffrey Topping, Unyota, Mathieu la diet malo lokum fonye, me yot kum, igulu city, ulegulu tela, Roma pat, Mekate kalwany ikompero mabino machada dogi mechamu chama perwate.
So pila na mangwene ni pira te ange ka waker ki jo mere ki pila mukene chari chene ki ti miyo na ni cham ki bigwe ko cham be na ni no ni ti kere ma pero wa pet ma pe bot to mukene so jimi mo pol ma mete wa ngo pet ma be o pe bot ching down wen jimi mo pol de factor so pol wari ye na ni ko are ka no pa meta dakye eno mo pere te lo eni are mo gunu kata ke de yeni jibi bi pero metele in dago la chor ti ma ta de ma ko de gere yo wa lo te ma te na ba no la te ma la bo nya ma bo wen ti ga pero lo wuri gi aneni primero jibi bi tele kin la chor ge dago mi ro wan wo ker ching wo lo nyu ma ta il level mo ge ken intel road query intel lc intel plans miri
Kom kan lodge me gulu city, gitika tote materutan, medwa ko pen rom tuo nero, ikin dan mada ka chel kilo teno, magitie city man. Ismail Jacob Jones, pe Wan Luo television igulu city.
Ndul mon palobo Uganda man UPDF gutio ye metit kachel kidul me uwa man Uganda Wildlife Authority weki gwakwo padan kijami giko marani paletim maaki Massation Falls National Game Park. Geno wani monopol kar kacheleyo karwak la bolli ka karwak berka neko dano kabene baro jame poro ikin permo kene. Ikin kar machochoki dano abir dongo to iching leti minwa district man Kaberu Mountain Park. Robert Ojok Mone ila George pa Wan Luo television maubiro kalubu ko lokmane kongwanen matut kiboten.
Ni chak mwagali bario kapar ngwen maeno ni dul matika tij ikumkut ma Uganda man Total Energies uchak tiche park yub minen ni bebero paletim uberkin jema pigi tek total ikabero man. Ikin jema pigi teru ma dul matika tij ikut ma lo man aye neno kirma le wor kere kaber ma papat wek nenni ki gwa kwogi ki kama gi berie man wero dul pa Total Energies obino ke dero mi chako golo ngut le ki nyo wek nenni piki balo kit kwogi kire bedi dul man medeki tiji kom kut mo madite te kaber ma ki gwa ye le team man Massation Falls National Game Park. Ikin le maki kero nyoy ngut gi ayetie liech jubi labuo kwach ikin mukene. Anita Kayongo la dit malo kupuke luak ke dul mi Total Energies wachi tammi gol ngut le timan ubino chalo dir magi kat kere meneni gitu ikut mo mati di park kono pigi balo kwo pale mo keken.
Right from project design, it has been taken into account the nature of the environment we work with. There are baseline studies that were undertaken. For example, the baseline biodiversity studies, those were not existent. And before we undertook activities, we had to do some baselines because our goal is to ensure that whatever we do does not disrupt. In fact, our target or our commitment is to make sure that we leave the Massation Falls National Park in a better state than we found it. Therefore, we are undertaking different programs. On top of the baseline, we have done animal collaring. This is where we tag the animals to make sure that whenever we are undertaking our activities, they are not interfering with the animal patterns. We've also worked with different local partners, for example, EcoTrust and others, to restore the Budongo forest. we have worked with UA to provide high technology that has helped them in curbing poaching.
Golungurle magi ingela chen udago gima pira tek bot gamente tutwale medumalo rome limo ping ilogoman kitma Dr. Eric Morris Engel owayo kede.
You come and you want it's called experiential tourism. You come and pay your money, which is a little bit bigger than the money you pay for normal tourism. And then when you go there, you are sure that you are going to get it. Because there's a radio tracking system. You see, we have our tracker who move around to track them. You have seen the leopard. Leopard is very hard to see. And I think you are one of the luckiest people to up there. They're always hiding. They don't want to stay in the open. So really, this is your chance. And that is the beauty of collaring. Monitoring them very closely. You know, their population is really at a very high risk. The population is reducing. So when we collar them, we do daily monitoring. We make sure in the morning we monitor them, we see where they are. In the evening we monitor, see where they are. When we are going there, we want to count the number, how many are in the pride, what are they doing, are they mating, how many young ones are being recruited. So that is the beauty of collaring also. So it makes us on top of things. Otherwise in the past, you may see it once today, and then you may not see it again. What happens to that one? You don't know. But what I'm saying is, not all lions are collared. We look for key ones in the pride. And
Kikon padud mapapat chalo Uganda Wildlife Foundation ki Total Energies le team manong Maxison Falls National Game Park ki Queen Elizabeth National Game Park mati kupor cheng mi Uganda ki gol ngudgi me medu rom me limo ping ikabero man. Nenu leman ma ki gol ngudgi ni biro ki muchoro nyuchul mukene mapat ki chul ma chul me donye park ma ikine te ye kira li mia chel mio ya li mia chel ki Pierre Beach kon lobo kir le angoma ichero kaneno ne Samuel Odun ma igulu city wachi en manara yang kinywale kone don dog park piye neno la vuo unyokwach mapat ki neno ne kar ma ge chere zoo yen tebe
meneno le makiti eno neni pol kar mana berga wori park obedo tek total meneno ne pen pegi biru ka moma mir ki nengi gi kanne ro kana so tek mu karga kareo ana neno ma close ki ju chok ki ju ene aneno ye kwach ento kai park tek total pegi biru ka moma dano tiye tek mu karga kareo tek mu da bene kimini ni duju warning ni meno jima kideno premier chit ka yinyu ne bien gen pe sparing dano ni duju
Frederick Kiza Chief Warden mi Maxison Falls National Game Park wachi duong pale ma ki gol ngud gini ti wai idi park kamabo man to twale mi konyo lo limping mi chero neno gi no gi chulu oro gi mama nok.
And I will not tell you that the collaring is not there. The collaring is continuing, but I will tell you that quite interestingly, animals which are collared like elephants, they never cross the line. They remain within the park, simply because maybe they have a sense to know that we are monitoring them. They will always rotate within the park.
Imwaga mukaro inoni limo ping keken ukelo ki gament mi Uganda chien America marom bilion achiel ki ton abungwen ma inoni wel mano mede ki chien ma America marom milion 500 imwaga libario ki Pierre Wadek. Piloga ngea mochwiny Wan Luo TV and Robert Mone ki Nwaya District.
Gimiyo tamgi jama gitiki mira mekati katale ichi bibiye mekongiyo kuwa mamegipege kengi kongo betki ludi kumkuwa kika cheoporki kuwa palatela manofut pia kuchaka nyoro mirgi mechungi kuyimatika binwan kuilu mwoko memwaga alibario pia ruya bichele logman jama dongo kwenye waka loko mtele ya churu kati kwere ikanamiti waka loke Wan Luo TV ikumiyup madant kakati kwere kumbolo kuyimatika binu imwaga manyeni malupa ke mameki birte kui wi lido chaka wa jom kaino chaka gama kata mi nyor mirke me bolo kui me chung ikui matika bino eni mwaga manyeni eni gen wani monopol ka rejo mamiro chung bibie peke inyo tam ke bod jom kene madongi tike ngeti lo komtel ke jom kene mekin pache we kongu nong tampa jom kene ko lebot kin tam meneno kene moko tama ojuin illa kom dogo la tela ikinje magemiro chung ikui mano ke bolo illobo man David Magere kele lokman matut committee kongwanen iyop melokange mojuin
Lutela mogo me lo bachuli go miyo tambor luwodgi mago ponki miri matek me chiero ka chuny wibie atira ne piye me mwali bari ki piru bicheli me kong luot matut mapia go chao kwanyo fom me chieri chung Lutela mai kon go beru ka nywa tam ke Wan Luo TV e kom kit me yamo me wibie matika biuni mwali bari ki piru bichelo tan kwere kom kareman magen ge wani dong chono kwi lia man consultation chaka matek tutwal te der dok juma politiki miri me bini wibie Fivi Janet Ayo matila do ot new speaker me gulu district local government kono wani polkare dan pegingine kengi etu ki ponka rima mo ma weogi bini chuata ma no penya ko nyige
Yanda ka gomo tena no gomo gin mabe anta ma mer matie yeni ngat mo ke ken matika biuni tera ma ge yera ni miero ket gine no beri wi ni dier ti yema dira da to alle women local governments gin mu miero ini ti dit lo gin ma ini no ki tera ma kit eni maka ini biun ki miri ni ubu chobo gwak miri ni yo me nyayo gin maiti kere chi mogo chunyi chweo matera dada chi tela local governments an gera ner ngwa ma beri en mite diere tama mi yu bera yeni jomatika bini ye ku keru betere wigi ni bi diere bi timi ji ba pol kien mu kene timi ki jimi ma megi aye dare chi ka biun ki mir men no mo ki ye tira mo ki di chwin wajo mu kene magiti bini ruo metera mu kene jo mer chere parliament tama tieni gi mo ke ken ka ibitimu ko ibet pin chi inem ngo materu menongo gine anoni principle eni yechu kikumo wachi wa luka chura pa wi angwen tinge piara rio wi boro me wi piara rio wi abungwen
ki yung chiel kono chaga uyat matila lok pa Forum for Democratic Change man FDC nanjana kumbi piko malme Uganda kono wajini eni tieki luor matek tutwal nilo bolpi mapol gibi wer wiga tata pien dano pengeo kitma wibie kikwere kumkane man
pengeo kira politics waro kwede gengi tamoni miya wera mi ene is their best way kitma chobo ene yo mati kira gengi twero timo kwede ye kira gengi mero kwede chala political parties wan watiki yo menene wakati ki la tela chela chen ikakamoni meno watama ni eno pore kwede chi yamoma ti bino ikit me chumo me mwagali bari yo piru wa bichelen party nene yamone ti matek to twal bok nyo diri mara me pat tin ene gino bino chalo gemo yo gine bina tura me poro mere chi dano yero yeme no twer ke la kire antu ya wajo kwere
Robina Ayo matila lopkola do ot me mor district kono legolo tela mamal to twal chu ot mo jek me rebe ke di chocho me il gi malo me ka luor gi yo por gi wo chen
yo ko borgi ko di chak ber ke wa ko be go be chak ke wa ti man nokka de da ma ber chak ke wa da an wi be win watch MP ma mega me toji ona ro mo pita kot pe wego wa ba Kari council tie pe wego wa chaka we ya chakene we ya kitene inoni ona bo toiling me facilitating the transport facilitation because what your council man no chul be one more ko wa ma be le bo chul tiero beru la bo chul beru banya si alega ni lumba wa mi parliament ku bakting wa ku piket wa wati ka chel ku wek wa dom wan wo fur wa titim gem di bu ma me wa fur ku be chawani pero ka lwanye ku ni pero wa no ni pe wa lwanye wa no ni ko wa ti ka chelo pero down lo ma me loy ma dan wa nyu ka ta chal mori ka tata achalo mori pe konyo lega na tie podgi yomo bidare ta manyam ta o katu yom para me mo dare ta manyam alego ki alega ne kinerne ki rojo ki ma ko kere ki duk jam ki marching yo magang walu tera magang kanya yi wanglu wangi maloy wen wane watute der chawa wen kari dien bedi gi beru gi yuta yura wala kar mier ko ben chaketwa wa mulu to jemi mo kinerne ki rigo ka jelo tiberu tumo mabe wan tera mabe wan pelo wen
ino ayo kono beno lego jo ma mero chung ni kong gubera tera pi kanyu aduki kwi mano bikati kari beti beo nyora pian pol kare dano ka kwi ugogi iber ki chwe ila biel kweri
beni tera ni pe miete ruom kwane ken yo minimum requirement ken ka do we ni oroto S6 ti don ka inde ti oroto S6 ni tam do ko twere gini da mero bene kare experience ci korigini eni wen ina mietera ko en yang no rom tera bi chere eni ini tiki rom ma miete ji ma de tim gwak chon olo u kerika moma we de boy ol kitera ini ngeyu ke je dong perro lo tera nyu chumuni bene mero siente yu penin mero ji mi wen no miero no ingi ma be dan kene watia tera tomiero chingi kumchiente kingai to watia wen jingi kumchiente me wilu dan ento wa wachi keri bichu parish la bolle pa wel ke ken patero mier ber kansi la der me a ki itwak pa wera chiel twak pa wera chiel ka wara ke tian wate kweba oldo bu miero piri mo piri eno ni o do mero chiende ki antera ndo ka initi ye na tera ubedoro da mama jolo dan maka pinyu ngoro da na tura ka burmo o tie mudom ma wel ron bure ye pe don ka burmo e gangi ti oni rap mu por wel dan magan
dong neno gi tieni ka chengat mo bi cher ka jumi pi pier te ki kongu good hungi ne pigi kengi ma pia gu fuane ichu mano pe obo konyo gi
mier bere nyim madara ma bipi mu kene we kin me gan teni no wati gi dan mo ma bigi te mano ini no wa kin me gan o ket ma wura
lo ngea i Wan Luo TV David Magere
dubla boli ci mara kir wel ma ana tamu ni dan mo e ken ma ti abi tere kon be ngi ko mabe
lo nyoro ke lo teno kwan me gang kwan ma kilone mono Cornerstone Secondary School mati ya Arua City wikido chung wangi lo dwako chen lo teno kwan ma pa jopi jemo ke lo braje mapol i gang kwan ni enim abilu katika ruchu jemo mani yudiwu me cheng baraja ikama lo teno kwan go chako jemo ko balbe jemo pol mati wil me chiling milum na pola ta ikeno bere maraya me wang ot jem metich i laboratory me science kidong bene balo kono computer mapol mano ti gang kwan man ikin balma lo teno kwan ni gutimo gin wani mono go chako jemo kar maturo be tikin lo teno kwan senior ngwen kidong senior deck man ni turo dilo Emmanuel Ojok ti ya Arua City yanolimo gangkwan Cornerstone Secondary School
Awea skuru majul wangu Cornerstone Secondary School manwangiri i Aivu Division ya Arua City nyudaro ni riemu give ipacho inge nyayo woi mani nyotu ajeni paskuru ne icheng kasi achiel diewor ginyoto gilasi miwang ot science laboratory man ginyoto computer laboratory sheke kupinmi ie sheke ikind piny matungtung mareshu magitimo ni alembe mukelo woi eni ubedu ingei daro piemo ikin klasi majulwangu interclass competition mitugu mupira panyira man awobe ma ubedu ikin senior angwen man senior dek ni angei majumi umich midiel awia mange gibedu kungei chwiny ni amich echa okonyongo man gichako ni nyai woi inindu echa man bende ngati maneno lemtugu i Arua Central Division Ronald Chandia ubedu kungei chwiny ikom temu pawia eno ento etie kugen mania lembe sheke jube chidaro ingei rombo matungtung
to bring their learners here. And again, when these students will also be sending back to parents, of course they will go. It is also another big challenge. My cry is that let's join hands to calm the situation. We bring our learners back to school. Because if they continue to miss, maybe for about 3 weeks, definitely their performance will be affected. Otherwise, I thank the office of RCC.
Dick Bileni Jawikompa Board of Governors washo nia awia moku bende ginwangu ret ikinde magibedu kaninyai woi enu idiewor ikare ma itundu iskulu nendu kinde misawa bora midiewor. Ogamu nyutu bende nia anda awia enu ginyotu ajeni lei ento gibechi sayo telembe man gibechi rombo kudanu matungtung ma ikindgi utie jurutela miskulu ne.
But already, I think there are very good progress that is coming on the issue of findings and investigations. So it is a professional issue to be handled. I cannot preempt it myself. Different organs, even the security organs, other stakeholders are doing their best to make sure investigations are done. But generally, when you look at the distractions caused, it is very, very gross. You go to the computer lab, everything is massed into pieces, and yet we have nearly stocked. We had nearly stocked the computer center because computer is taught as a subject here. They were sorted because the number of students increased. So everything is massed to zero. Then when you go to the office of the BASA, I think that was their focal point of interest.
Yawang RCC Mirarua itenge Central Division swadika ngupale ubedu kungei chwiny ikum temo pawia enu mane wachunia utie temo mokumile which.
When you hear an information that's likely to going to cause strike, you act faster. We shouldn't be allowing strikes to happen, then we sit and talk about it. No. And the decisions that will be taken will affect these children greatly. And the parents. Sending them home 2 to 3 days. This is a parent who had already planned that for the whole of the 3 months that his or her child will be in school. Now we are sending this child back because of 1 or 2 people's concern or influence.
Ikinde ma eberukani weshu kudawia echage jawang jawingom nyoke RCC Mirarua City Salim Kumakech ugamu chimunia uyane umako gidok vei pachu make gamemi dakika maramungo pierario niagi IV kudiskuru ne.
I am giving you a maximum of 20 minutes in this school. Hear me? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Where are you going? You will only come back to this school after the permission has been granted from me to your school. Whether you are going home forever, I will determine it in a few days from now. Whether this school will close, I will determine it in a few days from now. So in 20 minutes, can you all go to your dormitory?
Skulu Cornerstone eni utie kin skulu pa wegigigi ma utie kanitemo maber isiti Mirarua man aduogi penji migi kubang oru utie maber awia majuri emoni doki pashu utie awia misini ario adek man angwen ento kawoni awia mikilasi nyoke senior achiel man abusiel re majuweko ugitie kanimediri kusomo migi. Wan Luo Television an ujoke Manuel ni aikudi Aivu Division ya Rua City.
Ingebedo dano mono woro kitiana da weta ne wet kagwako kwa meklo tina mameke odogo dongwaka pa ma Louis Obaru dongan matupera mawot dak benetika yele megwako lotina rio kidungu bene gwako kwa mameke Luis no pere kar matumo marana tura ka kwe wakatiana wadong pero ma wat new watini en bedo Ivo East Village kaber matiti level parish Vura sub-county kamen ko ye kono mando wakantika inyo kon pi kwa kola tien mameke kidong bene yot kome ikin jamo kene la bule benefit mani ko menino duju eno nywa matut ko mameke ketmaiti inyo kwere kon kibot Robert Ariaka Tiro City. Egar matiti to ket mapera mego jake kwere obaru wa ni mono mwaka pa mo karangich echar katongo ko lo dukulu ente dugu madong ko mokwe wo njima pol moti me kono chala waitao okela dong pero ikar man mula pero ma wot kitiane
Adani yo me supi dire amando zugare sakati dumi mamwe do zuga apedo madu yini lobe yini len yini ma yo setani memudo Yesu marusi mado zuga zima nengazo ma zuga yini len yini arlo zuga sere agozu terama siro zombe mani muru zo dure madria zema zuluru di I said the man kai ani dima da tiarko edo samudri
Pera mamega de karamanti kum gwakolo tino dok ente miato kony latine maotioko kwan ni sini yang'weni mwaka mokati pero mochero igang kwan romo kenyo bene na dugi piny mameke piano tiki chente maodur gang kwan ni tie chiling mapola ta mamiyo rochul manofut pia ocharo gamo aduki piny mameke kiyo kofura secondary school matia Rua district mite chiling alip mia boro kipiara boro ya biro Atin mameke Mario man David Pario uweko kwan sini achel imwaka alibira piru wario piano chene mechulo gang kwan food payatie Mamangi karmanti kome ngile pa jometiki pero mengolo ento piani chie pero motingo gin moiken pe bene food romotimo jima pol kairo wa idok ot mameke Ikare man ne food pa yage tiago bene yo pochorono mier kuti kwede pajo dongat meken ma food pa ya ukerga kachopo mir mameki food pa ya tiem. Ikin pero magiduju ti kelo botena jijime wikidong bene para matek ikum kit maini bikuo kwede. Peman endo legolwak mekat kateno kore we yo pochoron mati gang mamekeni ot kidang bene chulo chente kwan plotino meto kicham ikin jamo kene papi tego mekuo mameke pele wange mochwiny Wan Luo television Robert Ariaka Tiro City Lodiro ma kigang kan me judiciary gungwinyo wigi matek nyime dulman me ot moko chek loni public accounts committee magineno ko limpalwak manu kimiyo bod dul mo ken gulu gintini ko bero enyim committee man me ot moko chek lomo kati matire mon tie pingol limado dure wigang kalman me judiciary nyongol mati kamalo ngol kop giti ye we terni do dure tie we chiling billion apaw ya dek karani gang kalman pias bijilimana ayotele wigin me enyim committee pak pego bere kemete to koli moduk man tiling billion abich momiyo ngitiko na loke kore po kati mabedo twale inyim committee man Fred Kajubi oberutie i committee me pak kama logo beriete akotwale bot lodiro me judiciary Lok makinyamo matek loyo nyim public accounts committee mawon komati MP me Butambala man mwanga chivumbi ayober lokom limo dore limdeni widulman ikeno mabich dongtie chiling billion apaw ya dek tone adek abiro achel
of the overall accumulated areas for the judiciary of 13.37 billion 13.371 billion. And Honorable Chair, I want the accounting officer to really explain why they did not take time to appreciate the query of the Auditor General, because the response that is being given by the officer in finance is totally different from what was raised by the Auditor General.
Chente mautore pilokom machulu pango ot mafut pia kichulu chiling billion aboro tone abiro abich. Yupo morka wile do tiewe chiling billion adek tone abiro ariyo. Gin mado kelo wuki kaita matek bot MPs ni mono pingo limo dure mechulu muchoro.
How can judiciary buy a battery and don't pay? Here, you have areas of batteries in Mukono. Batteries for vehicles and you don't pay?
Your appellate court building was completed. Why do we continue to pay rent for Tweed?
Kibene man pi yupuleo pad office mapat tie wai chiling million mia dek mapat kimia no chulu bome rok palungol kop dong tie wai chiling million mia biro kipiera bongwen kolo.
A whooping 300 million for people cleaning your office. Small people who clean. Let me be crude. Who go out and clean the toilets? Where you go, you don't pay. Can you believe you can't pay cleaner?
Karibet Komeno, Permanent Secretary Gankalme Judiciary Man Pius Bijilimana, Oberking Matek Mokelo Uben but MPs when Emperor Timgin Moiken Lokom Limo Dur Eni. Ikoin Kagametimon Kijok walk on your kilo or code wing maketi berie. Odi apa ikabin mapat patilo Uganda.
Remember, we had the Supreme Court, we had Court of Appeal in rented premises. There is a contract that has been signed. And the finance says we shall give you the money. And then finance does not give us the money. Mr. Chair, what do you expect me to do? To tell the court to get out? All these accumulated rent areas are the result of finance not releasing the money.
Ikarma penika chengeni mwantika toro penchek makiloni Public Finance Management Act 2015 kiduru limden komeno mior kichul bijirimana owani mwanengi mabe dok eniti atera mechiaro kariwe gang buch en pibal meno.
And I'm going to continue accumulating areas. Let me promise you. I'm going to continue accumulating areas of rent.
Put it better. You are going to continue breaking the law.
Yes, I will go to Zira.
Park do moran giberwa teke gankal melim kaneno kedme chopo lokman wepo kelpero.
We will hold you responsible for a loss of 5.5 billion which was spent, which was given to you spent, and no work was done.
When you unpack the cost of the inputs to these cases, you've got witnesses, you've got assessors, you've got state briefs, you've got interpreters, you've got workers' visit. Now, when you unpack all of this, you will find that actually it explains why this was not done.
Mapat kemeno beni committee mongumiyo kare botlu dirma judiciary chabira rio wekutet pingo chiling bilion abichi kom limen kikbeni ngoma gitimo kwere piene pol kare po beri kerme teto limeno tiaro kweni ngoma gitimo kwere ngamo miyo ngoma wakitim kwere kidao ngamo miyo twero mitich en kilima gituju.
Close to 24 billion being held for quite some time, people's money. You have a process of requesting for this money.
Mapat kemeno bene pa kunoni mono gor matek tie kom yo magiti kwere medwoko lim mano tie kom bail magiti mado dure tie we chiling billion piru angwen man e account patrust.
Say that when the case is disposed of, you return people's money without somebody having to walk to your place to look for their money. Because you know what it means. At times we end cases when we are very frustrated. Some people might have died because at times you take long to conclude the cases.
Imwaga cheleken imwaga lim alibero piru adeka libero piru angwen jente mebel dong tiwe chiling billion abor makekero ba judiciary ento food kundwa chen bo dano percent pira deke ken palim ni en makemiyo woko nyoke dwoko chen bo ngan makemiyo batena gony mebel ento la chen olobo ket mamete kore Kamela Alamono Matie Chief Registrar Padul me Judiciary Award Board Park ni mono genongeti beti magen moi ken mamior kitim uwekiti klokman iyo mamol.
So what we have done, we have intensified sensitization. We do this sensitization on radios, on TVs to tell people that when your case is finished, please come and get your money back. We are putting our efforts on, and so Chair, currently, we are receiving higher bail refund applications than before, and we shall continue with that effort, Chair.
Wan Luo Television Key Parliament, Fred Kajubi. Afana report kibot Fred Kajubu kelwaya gike yup milorange mojuin Wan Luo television ania Sunday Akumu metekene na waikare juju yup mukenetika birupi in.